wonder if I was the problem, actually, because I joined late as well. So I'm wondering if that messed up the session then. As I've got a good old please wait circle there spinning backwards and forwards at the moment. So let's... Yes, we're now back in the session then, and what is occurring here then? Steve has left the session as well then, so it's a bit of a, let's see what's going on then. So we're coming through the complete lap one now then. See, so at the moment we got Frisky who's leading the race then. Second position is Hog then, he's moved up the couple position as well. Let's take a look then to see what the race detail is like then. So we've got penalties I'm looking at the position changes there. So at the moment Frisky is in, Hog is in second position, then third position, yellow flags at the background as well. JJ is dropping down the order then. Look at this, and it's a hot. Look, Mason's dropping down the order. He's got no speed down that back straight. Look at these cars there. Oh, goodness me, that racing point is off the circuit. There's Rotzko, who is off, and now he's jumping over the sleeping policeman. Now he's back in now. Oh, goodness gracious me, then. It is getting very, very close for comfort there, isn't it? Steve is back in the session as well. He is dropping right down the order, and the championship leader. Oh, look at this then. Oh, Hog is gone. Hog is gone. Timmy and Hog have come to blows. And goodness gracious me. Oh, dear then. And, oh, gosh, there is getting very fraught there, isn't it? Here in the oh, there's contact in the back as well. I said that there is debris all over the circuit, and it's the Ferrari. It's JJ on some issues there as well. Penny, I think, is also been involved here or there somewhere. See, he's still dropping down the order. He's down in 12th position, and the championship leader Rissa Sticks is up into a fine fair position as well. Val in 4th position, and we got 5th position. Then it is Fizzy. What's happening here then? Oh goodness me! Look at Gas, and he's up the inside. He passes Hog. Hog is struggling there. Look at this. Those tires are screaming hot, aren't they? Man is also Matt's dropping down the order. Look at Alstom. He's flying. He's up the inside to the parabolic. He's damaged the nose cone. Now he's got way. Oh my word! There. Look at Matt. He's on the outside there, and he's just sticking it to the sticking his throttle to the floor. And lovely helmet there from Matt as well. I think that's new. And look at this as we come across the line. And Frisky's got a penalty. I didn't even notice that. I'm going to check that out in a minute. But look at this. Alstom is up the inside track position there. Squeezes Val over. I know, job is a good one then. So Mansdog gets through then. Great times indeed. Look at what's going on in the background now. Hog is dropping down the order. Steve is back in the session and he's also back in his car as well. He is in 12th position. He's dropped down 5 positions, and Val dropping down 3 positions as well. Biggest mover is Asdog. He's up 7 positions. Like, goodness me, he took off like a scolded cat there. Penny dropping down 7 positions as well. In the terms of the tyres, that's the tyre situation as well. But look, there's a 3-second penalty for Frisky right from the get-go. Look at this. Hog is all over the back of Brown then, but Brown is not giving way, is he? And look at this, and Gaz and Double are battling away in the just in the second Lesmo as well. But look at these cars, and I know this is going to be fraught as well. Val dropping down the order. Val is really struggling, isn't he? I'm not sure if he's got a lot of rear wing on, but he's struggling in a straight line as Matt has just breezed past him as well. I'm not sure what's occurring now. So at the moment then it's all advantage at the moment. It's actually Timmy because Frisky has a penalty as Gaz there. Oh goodness me, that was Hog. He's gone straight into the barrier there. Oh goodness gracious me, we was on board there with Gaz, I think it was. It's going to be a safety car, I think. Let's take a look. There's a virtual safety car. Timmy's got the fast up of the race then. Oh good gosh then. Both McLaren are having a nightmare race here in Italy. It's a virtual safety car then, so they have to adhere to the Delta time as well. Oh goodness gracious me then, that was a brutal odor smash as well, wasn't it? Hog is out of the race and he's left a session into the pits. There comes JJ. So JJ in the pits there, he's going to change the nose cone on that Ferrari, and also he's onto the medium tires as well. We are expecting rain, but we don't know when the rain is going to arrive. Frisky of course told us that hot off the press from qualifying. Out of the pits now comes JJ. So he's coming out of the pits now. He should be in front of Mason. He is in front of Mason now. JJ, that's how far behind that Mason is at the moment. Back at the front end, Frisky is leading them, but the gap at the moment is coming down then, and on board with Timmy as well. Lovely new helmets though. I'm really loving this. As Brown is at the inside, he passes Gaz. He has moved up into 10th position, 9th position I should say. Oh great stuff indeed there. On board with Gaz, and I've got to say there's some, I think that everyone's been I think it's been helmet week, hasn't it? Goodness gracious me then. They've all had like a bit of a refresher here. Oh good stuff indeed. Timmy's now in the DRS range as well. I think that Oh, Asdog's off, and there's rain. Asdog's in the wall, and just as we are coming to there's rain, and it's coming off on one of he's ripped off the rear part of the car as well, and that's 2 retirements already. Hog and Asdog, and that's a big smash indeed. Then no sign of virtual safety cars ready for fly. It's just a light sprinkling of rain, but I'm wondering that. Oh yes, there it's gonna be streaming off the camera. Asdog was struggling with he lost position to Matt then, and then he also found himself very much on the back foot then. So it's raining at the moment, and when are they after going to come in for the intermediate tyres then? And oh goodness me, and we've lost JJ as well. JJ is out of race, and look, Mason's in 4th as well. Was that a collision there? Oh goodness gracious me then. And oh dear, we have is that a safety car coming out? I'm not sure. It is a safety car, so the safety car is coming out. JJ's got a 5-second penalty there for speeding in the pit lane, but I think that's a daylight and $1 short. Oh dear. So it's just watching it as JJ's out of the race then, so it's a miserable day here for the Ferrari team. So safety car is out. Is anyone going to come in the pits there and throw on a set of intermediate tyres? This is going to be a crucial part of the Grand Prix, isn't it? Oh, 3 retirements then in the first 5 laps then. Also the rain is starting to sprinkle down as well. So they're going to have to line up then behind Burt Moylander. Then Mason in the pits again, and he's having a bit of a miserable time here in Italy at the moment, then Mason, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish there for the McLaren driver. He is not a lap down then, and so he'll be allowed to get past. And that is heavy rain actually, and we've only had rain for lap or 2. Asdog went crushing into the wall quite quickly, and Frisky has stayed out. And look, all these drivers are staying out, but I'm wondering if anyone's going to take a look. Look, Grizzle Sticks is in the pits, and he is slowing down in the pit lane here, and he is rolling the dice, isn't he? This could be a absolutely stupendous manoeuvre here from Grizzle Sticks, as yeah, he's a big gambler because Grizzle Sticks in the fantastic front. Oh no, he's on the soft tyres there. I don't know why I thought that he would have been coming in and going the intermediate tyres there, so that's me completely reading that wrong now. I wonder if it would have been worth to go on the intermediate tyres for Grizzle Sticks then, as we've got Red Bull mechanics out in the pits as well. So is anyone going to gamble on the wet tyre, the intermediate tyres? We're just watching Penny, he is also on the hard tyres as well. PB is changing the nose cone. No, everyone is staying on the dry tyres at the moment, so no one's at a risk there of coming in the pits and throwing on a set of intermediate tyres, but it's getting wet quite quickly out there. Of course, so the golden rule, as Martin Brundle usually says, be on the right tyre at the right time. Gaz is off the circle under a safety car. It just shows how perilous those conditions are, but he's lost out to Steve and Roscoe, who are a bit on the back foot at this stage of the Grand Prix, aren't they? So they're going to have to come back through the field, but they can't just yet because that man, Burt Moylander, is currently out with the safety car. Frisky is a rookie, isn't he? But he's already won a Grand Prix, hasn't he, Frisky? So he's already won a Grand Prix, hasn't he, Frisky? So I don't think he's going to be too concerned about being in this position at the moment, is he? As I quickly get my old spreadsheet up there as well, because I've got a memory like I said. But yeah, so just watching Gaz at the moment then, who is just beyond then. So we have got, there's a lovely shot here, but unfortunately it's not lovely weather here at the moment in Italy. We're already on lap 6, Aaron. Goodness me, I have oh gosh, it's been non-stop. That is a lot of rain though. I think that surely it's time to come in the pits there, go on the intermediate tyres, and I feel that Rizzlesticks might have been a lost opportunity there. He should have come in the pits and thrown on intermediate tyres. I feel I have been wrong in the past, and normally I'm wrong anyway. So yes, they are coming in. The Frisky is in the pits. The Mercedes of Fizzy, who's waiting to see if his teammate is in the pits. Those are the only 2 drivers that have gone through. They are going to be in the middle pack though, aren't they? But I feel that by the time the safety car comes in, it'll be good for wet intermediate tyres. Yes, look at them all. They're streaming in now. They're streaming in, and the Mercedes mechanics out. Oh, this thing's been let out in front of Roscoe. Oh goodness me! And they're all coming in the pits now. I feel Rizzlesticks would be leading this race. Mason's retired from the Grand Prix. Oh no, he's gone off, and that's both McLarens out after 7 laps. And here in Italy, a terrible time here for the McLaren team. And into the pits comes PB as well, changes onto the intermediate tyres. And this is going to be really throw a cat amongst the pitchers in this Grand Prix, isn't it? Matt is up in the second, then Val is in 3rd position, Double in 4th position, Gaz is in 5th position. Timmy leads the Grand Prix with the new purple helmet there, really inspiring him on tonight, isn't he? Timmy is. Lovely shot there from the side, just by his wing mirror, just showing what kind of data he's got on that on that steering wheel. You got is basically the world's fastest engineer, world's fastest computer engineers as well. It's incredible, isn't it? So you've got to be a computer scientist as well as a great driver these days in Formula 1, don't you? And that, I feel that the track is now too wet for the dry tyres. I feel that it's going to be intermediate territory. Look at the sheen now coming off of the tarmac as well. There's no spray just yet then, but I think it's enough now. It's too greasy, I think, for the slick tyres. It's time to go for the shallow groove intermediate tyres. We know those intermediate tyres because they have green markings on the side of the Pirelli tyre, and that is how we know. Yes, just say, look down here, on board with Penny at the moment, and he is on those intermediate tyres. We can tell that from the green markings, but also the shallow grooves as well. There is goodness me, I had a bit of a deja vu there, probably. Oh, there's spray right off the car. That is very wet on this side of the track there, and Timmy there is really up behind the safety car, and safety car is still out, and it's a long safety car period because I think the safety car is originally out for Aston, but then we had JJ and Mason go off as well, and I think it's just carried on then, hasn't it? Matt is staying out, so into the pits comes Timmy as well as anyone else into the pits, and yes, Val's in the pits as well, and Double, who's dropping down the order there. Oh, he's coming in the pits, that's why then, so Double also in the pits then. And the Mercedes mechanics are going to work then. They're all going on the intermediate tyres now. Matt, as the Enduro, stayed out onto the slick tyre, and now Double in the pits while intermediate tyres. And I've got to say, I do feel sorry for Sticks, because that would have been an absolutely shrewd move, wasn't it, if you go onto the intermediate tyres. But of course, I don't think any of us have got a crystal ball. However, it might, after all that shaking around, it looks like that Frisky might be back in the lead this Grand Prix. But Fizzy is now the driver chasing with Brown up into fourth position now, and Steve, the championship leader, is now back up into fifth. Fantastic stuff there from Steve. So this is going to get very interesting indeed. There no T sandwich tonight, no Max either. Then this is a golden opportunity then for the championship leader to extend his lead in the standards then, isn't it? As we head on next week, which we are going to Russia, haven't we? So yeah, this is a crucial opportunity. Remember that Russia was the scene of one of the biggest smashes in RC history there, of course. RC do love a good old first up smash up, don't they? Goodness gracious me, Russia was a big one as well. As Frisky there, I thought he went off to the side there. On board at the moment then is Mason's for session. He's going to be very disappointed tonight's action, unfortunately. 4 cars have retired from the session, and both McLarens out. We've lost the Ferrari of JJ as well as the Tifosi is going to be very disappointed at that. And Asdog out of the race as well, as we caught the end of his smash, didn't we? At the That's scary chicane then. Matt is on the soft tyres. He's on those wrong tyres then. I feel he's going to be a sitting duck then as we get racing once again. Bert Mylander has released them. And at the moment, that is Matt, who's now become the de facto safety car. However, I feel he's going to struggle to get on the power. Coming out of the parabolica. Frisky there is right underneath the gearbox. We have 3 cars with pounds to the moment. There's Penny, PB and Frisky. And Frisky there is going to be right under the rear wing, right under the gearbox as well. And where is Matt going to go? When is he going to drop the hammer? Is he going to be able to drop the hammer? We'll go. And look at the cars, and they're all over the show. As Steve's running up. Oh, the safety car's in. I thought that was someone else then. And look at this, and Matt has kept the lead quite nicely there, actually. Look at this, and we've got a drag race going down. Oh my goodness me, there's going to be 3 abreast out. Not quite in, because there's no way past, and Brown is on the outside, so Steve is stealing up the inside. Oh, Frisky's gone then. Oh goodness me, there's contact as well. The McLaren as well, the Mercedes is off, I should say. It's Timmy's gone. Debris all over the show. Matt has lost the lead in the Grand Prix. Frisky, the pole sitter, is down in 10th position. It's terrible. And Steve is on the outside, and he is through. Matt there is struggling, and he's got no grip on the soft tyres, and it's going to be painful, isn't it, for Matt? And look at this, and it's almost pedestrian. He's almost at walking speed. Matt's off. Oh no, and he's gone into the path of Brown. Oh goodness me, and he's gone all wrong there, and Brown has got damage as well. A lot of cars have got damage there in the Grand Prix. Oh dear, then is Timmy's got damage as well. This is a golden opportunity then for one of the midfield runners there to get some major pointage, and at the moment the person that's really grabbing the ball by the horns is Rizzlesticks there. Oh, he's in the AlphaTauri, but maybe he'd get the Red Bull one day. What was that? It was Frisky going up on the inside of PB, passing the Red Bull, and away he goes then. Brown is his next target, and Timmy is also in front as well. Both cars have got damage. Both cars are limping at the moment there, as that's one of the Alfa Romeos. I think that was Double there, and he was on the intermediate tyres there, and really struggling then. Stee is now beyond Fizzy. That Fizzy, a Grand Prix winner, of course, won in that incredible Grand Prix, the closest ever finish in IRC history of the Japanese Grand Prix. Season 7, I think. What's goodness me? Time flies, doesn't it? Frisky now is up into 6th position, but look at this. Stee's on the inside. He passes Fizzy. Fizzy's got damage there. I'm wondering if Fizzy and, oh, goodness me, he's going to run him out to dry. Oh, goodness me, if there is anywhere dry. But look, Fizzy's still in there. Stee couldn't get any purchase on the grass there. And it's wheel to wheel between the Mercedes and the Red Bulls. They come through Curva Grande as well. Oh, goodness me. PB in the pits. Brown double Matt. And also Timmy in the pits. Well, double is in the pits. That's going to hurt Matt just as much now. Let's look at this. He's got off the queue. There he is. There. It's a double whammy there for Matt. And a big disappointing blow for Matt, who's third in the championship at the moment there. And I think Steve is going to be gritting from ear to ear. It's really fallen on his lap here tonight. He had a 5-place grid penalty, didn't he, in qualifying? But I got to say, apart from that misdemeanor, he hasn't looked back, has he? However, I got to say though, I think the Steve might have to start to get the hurry up, because Roscoe and Frizzlesticks are really starting to hunt them down now in this race. And look, there they are, and the gap is almost, look at that, it's shrinking by the millisecond around here. As there's Fizzy going off the track there. Frizzlesticks there, I thought he was also going into the Armco as well. It's almost under a second now. DRS has been disabled, of course, because it is wet conditions there. There's a Haas of Penny having a great race at the moment in 5th position. Can he keep it going there? There's Val, I think, had damage there as his teammate, I apologise, his teammate Brown had damage there. Fizzy is having to come in the pits there, so there's major damage, and Steve takes the lead in the Italian Grand Prix. Rizzsticks in a very fine second position. Remember the Australian Grand Prix at the end of last season? He was magnificent, wasn't he? He really showed the real Rizzlesticks there, and we're hoping we're going to see more of the same again here tonight. And at the moment, we are seeing it, and look at this, he is challenging the championship leader. He is less than a second now. Out of the pits comes out Fizzy as well. He's got a nice gap, but unfortunately, the Mercedes is actually the first garage there, but he should be fine now. The pit lane speed limiter is there. He is. He can release it. There is PB in the background. Roscoe has passed Rizzlesticks there. Moved up into 2nd position there, but look, Penny's up the inside. He's got to look there at Val. Val is there. He's damaged. He has got damage to Williams' car. And now Penny there is. Oh, and look, Rizzlesticks has just got up and under, passing the Haas car. Look at the background. There's Gas in 7th position. Mays and stuff indeed there. Penny's going to go up and under, but Rizzlesticks has got the advance there. Is Penny is thinking more about the constructors, I feel, there, and his own personal gain then, rather than having a look at Frisky, because that might come back to help him later on then. Steve has got up to 2 seconds already, and magnificent stuff with Roscoe in 2nd, Rizzlesticks down in 3rd position, but Val in 4th, Frisky and Penny are in 5th and 6th position, and Gas 7th with Fizzy 8th, and that with a 9th position is Penny, PB I should say, and 10th position is Brown at the moment now, but Timmy's all over the back of him. 13 cars remain, and out of the 17 that started here tonight, and a lovely shot looking down then is Frisky is all over the back of Val. I think Rizzlesticks has made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped off the back quite heavily. He's in the pits. That's why. Oh no! And Rizzlesticks there in the pits. He was having an amazing race there. He is dropping down the order. However, I think he'll be around the Fizzy area, so he's not too far away then. And there's some nice air. There's some nice nice air as well there as well. So he's damaged the car, and so he's coming out of the pits now. If the AlphaTauri released him, he does indeed that. So he's going to be very close actually. Is he going to be behind PB? Look at that then. We got a bit of some lines forming now. Oh goodness me then, look, PB flashing past there. I think Gaz and PB are an absolutely outstanding driver. They're both in 6th and 8th position respectively. And can they keep going then? As Timmy there is too far back from Brown and Mona. Double in 12th position, and Matt is down to claw his way back. And look at Val, he is hanging on, is he? But look at this, we got Penny and also got Frisky as well. Frisky was leading the race, but unfortunately he was involved in some misdemeanor when the safety car went in. We're already on lap 12. Goodness me, this race is flying by, isn't it? As we've got Yakko Cheese, I think his name is, or Yakno Cheese. Or Yakno Cheese is he's saying, come on, Frisky. He's currently down in a 4th position there. But of course he was on pole position, wasn't he? Rizzlesticks has just got up into 8th position and getting past PB. And now let's see what Rizzlesticks can do then. Oh, goodness me. As just cutting across slightly. Gap to the front, 1.5 seconds there. But Val is the damage on Val's car is so quick in a straight line this day, and that's what's helping Val at the moment. And that's why it's causing Frisky and Penny an awful lot of difficulties trying to get past the Williams drive. But look at this, Frisky has been doing a lot of harvesting, and I mean on the battery, I don't mean in the farmer's market. He is through up into fair position. Great stuff. And now has he got the pace then to get after the front too? Oh, is Val just give him a nudge then? Look at this Frisky then. It'll be on the power then. He is through, but that Williams is a very quick cookie, isn't he? He is going to stay underneath the rear wing then. No DRS, but he does have slipstream still. But Frisky, I think, already might be away and gone in this Grand Prix. He's gone to the grass there, Vallis, and I think Penny is going to, that's going to really entice Penny in the car 57 in the Haas. And so let's see what we can do then. Of course, the Haas, the last time we're going to see the Haas in those traditional grey colours, as they've gone for more of a white, blue and red colour. And it looks very familiar to a certain Russian flag, doesn't it? But there we go. But at least they got some new investors, and that's all I can say. And I've got to say, I quite like the car, to be fair. Actually, it looks, I do like it. I prefer it compared to the one that they have this this one here. But yeah, well, of course, the Aston Martin is and the Alpine have definitely given myself 2 big thumbs up. As we're on board then with that Haas car, you can hear the Ferrari engine purring, can't you, behind Penny's back here. He has got Val in front of him. Then if he can get past Val, I think Penny will be able to sneak away from the Williams car as well. And that is crucial because he's losing time. His gas is 7 seconds back, but it's I think Fizzy who Penny might be just keeping an eye on at the background there and seeing his progress. Same with River 6 as well. They are quite quick drivers in those cars there. So the intermediate tyres are on then. What is that going to do for strategy? I hear you ask then, and my answer is I have no earthly idea. I don't know anything about strategy, albeit I do feel that the rain is actually getting heavier and wonder if we might have to transition to the wet tyres. If this intensity continues, we will have to get out the wet tyres which are deeper grooves out there. Of course, we know what the wet tyres are because they have blue markings instead of green. Look at, oh goodness me, Penny's doing a Vettel there. Is he got to go on the outside? Look at this, he's alongside Val. He's going up the inside to the second chicane, and Penny diving out of that one. I feel that Penny thought that Val was going to turn, so he didn't feel he's close enough alongside him. As it would have been a great manoeuvre there from Penny, but unfortunately, I think that he might have been a bit worried there with the car, of course, being on the wet setup. On the dry setup. Some of these drivers might be, and other drivers might be on the wet setup. So it'll be interesting to see how this race plays out. Of course, we don't know what setup they are on the course. As that information hasn't been shared to me, because every time someone ever shares information with me, I kind of seem to blah blah out there. And of course, when you're on the stream, they don't really want your competitors to hear what you're doing, do they? Of course, because every little advantage is quite it's a major advantage in this sport, in this game. You do not want to give your competitors any edge, do you? Well, here's Brown at the moment. He's currently staring at the back of Timmy's rear, as Timmy is the last driver in the points end in the Mercedes, and he's going to be kicking himself because he was at the sharp end of the field, wasn't he, up until recently. Look at those brakes glowing on that Williams. Lovely stuff indeed. Of course, the Williams is one of the last cars to be launched then, and look at this, and he's very quick. There is the Brown is goodness me, he's all over the back, isn't he? It's a very strong forward. So look at Timmy though. He's cut on the cut back onto the racing line there, as he is taking the high ground, isn't he? Let's see if Brown there could keep with him now. Oh goodness me, he had to dull the power, didn't he? Because he thought he might have been going off into the inside wall. Now then, he is gaining. Look at this, he's using the ERS as well. The green bar is showing us that he is on the ERS overtake button. Is he going to launch it? Is he going to have a look at it? He is having a look at it. He's breaking up the inside. But Timmy there, oh, he's gone wide, Timmy outside. So that's going to entice it. Oh, that's a bit of a bumper as well for Brown then, telling him to get a move on there as Timmy is struggling to get on the power. But Brown did a good job, I feel, actually, because he really dulled the momentum, didn't he, of the Williams car, and good job indeed. That Penny is coming back underneath the rear wing of Val again, and Penny has really got a bit between his teeth now. He has gained 10, he's got up to 10 seconds between himself and his teammate Gaz. Gaz, though, has been caught by Fizzy, and Rizzlesticks is also right, and it is coming up to the back as well. This is a good day for Gaz and for PB at the moment. We're keeping an eye on those two drivers. Haven't scored points just yet, but they'll be absolutely loving it, won't they, at the moment, and good stuff indeed. Then we've got penalties also starting to accumulate in this race as well. Penny there going for more of a deeper line then, so he's going to get on the power earlier. Look at this then, so he's going for the switchback. That is the experience there of Penny there. Very good driving indeed. So Val then is once again going to have to feel these guys to get the fence there. Penny is gaining there, he's right underneath the slipstream there. Look at this, Val is just punching a hole in the air for Penny there. I think he'd be too far back there, isn't he, Billy? I think he's just ducking out there too. See if he can distract Val. Has it worked then? Val is he's made that second part of the chicane very acute for him, but he's on the power a lot, quite nicely there. I think Val's doing a great job with defending, actually. Penny's all over the back rim, but Val there is just has got a slippery car, hasn't he, even in these conditions, and he's doing a great job. It's really holding off as well, and Val has no penalties either, and he's in a sitting very pretty in that Williams doing a good job there. Oh, he's scampered across, though. He's scampered across the second chicane then. He looks like he's gaining advantage slightly, so but he also would have had a warning as well. As Gaz, the second half there. Oh, goodness me, look at this, as Fizzy's got underneath the rear ring, and right, very much the old switcheroo into the first Lesbo, but Gaz there is still got the position about there. Fizzy is going to feel the pressure though, is he? Oh, Gaz there, get on the AstroTurf there now, and Fizzy's going to very much feel the pressure, because look who's in the background there. It's Rizzlesticks. He wants to join the party as well, but look at this, Fizzy all over the back now, and Gaz there has gone to the inside, then Fizzy's just going to breeze past him there. I think Gaz caused some issues for himself there in the second chicane. Has he got damage there, Gaz? Oh no, there's contact there. Oh, big contact between Rizzlesticks there and Gaz. There's a big miscommunication there, but Gaz has got damage there on the Haas car, and that's why he's limping. I think he's got to come into the pits there, and Rizzlesticks there, unfortunately, I think he's got big damage as well. We've seen a bit of end plate off that AlphaTauri car. Is it? It is indeed then, as he is flying the flag for the Italian manufacturers tonight, but that's not good at all, is it, for these two drivers, especially Gaz, who is having a good race as well. As Gaz going to come in the pits, he is coming in the pits there, but I think no, that he will have fresh intermediate tyres if fresh intermediate tyres then. Also the pits is Rizzlesticks as well then. So I think that he's going to be staying on the intermediate tyres. It is, look at how wet the track is now. However, I think that I feel that it's going to just be intermediate tyres to the end of the race, and he's in the pits. I'm changing the nose cone on the Haas car. We've also seen Rizzlesticks in the pits as well. Lovely shot, by the way, of the AlphaTauri and mechanics going to word and double back into the points. Then good 17. Then Matt there is also got through as well, number 2 11th position there. He is on the youngest of the intermediate tyres, along with his teammate as well, and there is double just in front of us. So out of the pits there comes Gaz and Rizzlesticks. What a shame for Gaz, and he was on course for some major points, but PB is now on course for 6 points above in the Red Bull. The gap at the front is down to 1.5 seconds then between Roscoe and Steve. Roscoe's been having a bit of a difficult spell, hasn't he? But second position there, really high up his championship season and campaign, albeit at this stage of proceedings so far, Roscoe is currently a massive 83 points off of Steve's lead. Same with Max as well. Max is also 83 points away from Steve at the moment. So Steve is at the moment the runaway leader, not only in this race but also in the championship as well. But it is only round 8, of course, anything could happen then. And Steve was looking very perilous for Steve, wasn't it? But Steve tonight looks like nothing was going to stop him, not even the weather here in Italy. He is just very much marching on. It's the UMC. He is on about 10 laps away then from the end of this Grand Prix. It flies by, doesn't this one? It's even if we did have that 4 start as well. PB is in the pits then, so I'm wondering if he needs a new set of intermediate tyres then, or has he got damage then in the Red Bull? Let's take a look then. Gaz is out of the Grand Prix in the Scar chicane. He was having a great race, wasn't he? Look at that rear tyre, it's almost bald there. PB, I think that what's going on here? I think that there was damage on the Red Bull car, so PB has had to come in the pits then. Gaz is out of the race then, and it's a virtual safety car as well. PB has got a 5-second penalty as well for speeding the pits, and it's going wrong then for the Red Bull driver. He comes out of the pits now as the virtual safety car is still out at the moment then. So let's take stock, shall we? We're on that 18 out of 27. See, currently leading the Grand Prix as we're under virtual safety car. Frisky is in third position there, but there's Roscoe, who hasn't got any penalties at all at the moment, and that I have really Steve's got to drive through. Oh, goodness me. Just like saying that the championship leader, if I give him the commentator's curse, he has a drive-through penalty here in the Grand Prix. Oh, goodness gracious me. This is not good at all. Fizzy's also got some penalties as well, just flashing up under race control. Oh, dear, oh, dear. So, penalties galore then. Look at this. So we've got drive-through for Brown and PB and Steve as well. Penny is passed. Penny is up into fourth position there. He has a 5-second penalty. Penny does into the pits there because Rizzlestick said that's one of the... Roscoe's out. Roscoe's coming out of the pits as well. Penny could be potentially the de facto leader here. So everyone is coming to the pits and now they've got a fresh set of intermediate tyres, and Frisky has also been in the pits as well. Val is just coming to the pits out, and he's changed the nose cone as well on the Williams. He's going to lose a lot of time here, but let's see what he can do then. Timmy has stayed out. And then now Val coming out of the pits as well. Brown also in the pits. He hasn't got damage to his front wing then. So I wonder if Matt and Double are doing a good... Oh, and Matt's off the circuit there, and I thought he was in the wall, but he's luckily kept it out there very, very close to the walls. Matt's having a nightmare race here tonight. As Brown coming out of the pits, and I think that is he's going to go in front of Brown. He has indeed there, even with that frightening half spin there. PB is coming back in the pits, and he's limping home at the moment. Now, problems for the Red Bull driver. Oh, goodness me, PB is having an absolutely outstanding Grand Prix. So, Steve then, even though he's having a drive-through penalty, he is still 26 seconds in front of his nearest competitor, Roscoe, and he's of course there's a Penny just in front of Roscoe, but of course Penny will have to pit as well. I wonder if Steve's going to stay up now on those very worn intermediate tyres. That it's going to be a very tricky ask indeed then, but at the moment Steve is very much marching on. Roscoe is cut out to the back of Penny, who's having an outstanding Grand Prix in the Haas car, isn't he? A good start, once again a great drive from Penny. These kind of races very much what Penny thrives in, doesn't it? He really knows what he's doing in the Formula 1 car, doesn't he? It's a Finkins man race there, and he's doing an absolutely stupendous job. Roscoe's got past. He is on these fresher shod intermediate tyres there, but of course Penny knows that that's not his fight then, but he is on course for some major points haul here tonight as well. He does have Fizzy for company though, who's 6 seconds behind him. Frisky is also on the fresher intermediate shod tyres as well. Penny does have a 5-second penalty, but there's a lot of drivers with penalties around him as well. Roscoe's in front now. It's starting to clear up slightly. I wonder if we're going to have a dry line towards the end of this Grand Prix. I don't think we're going to be on no full slick tyres by the end of this one, but who knows, though, the rain did come quite quickly, didn't it? And I think a lot of drivers surprised how long it took some drivers to go onto the intermediate tyres there. But of course, the golden rules will be on the right tyre at the right time. And it's very easy for me to say as I start to throw stones in my glass house, as the saying. It's Brown's in the pits there. Is this a drive-through penalty as well, or is it some damage on the Williams? The mechanics are out in the pits there, and he is coming back in the pits there. And Brown there is a scheduled stop there for Brown, so he's back out. And away he goes there. Now Steve is in the pits as well, and so he is. Is this his drive-through penalty? I think it is. A lovely shot here from the Red Bull. I love that shot, by the way. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Look at that, and we can see a glister of the blue sky there on the water in the pits as well. So Steve is in, and now he's out there. Is those intermediate tyres going to be able to get to the end now? Because Roscoe is going to be on fresh intermediate tyres there. How important is that going to be? The gap is you can see coming down quite quickly as I see is just getting back up to. Look, there's his competitor in the background. We see the flash of the pink nose there of Roscoe. It's down to 5.7 seconds. Where is he? There he is. There he is. He's in the background. Oh, goodness me. Look, Penny is also flashing there as well. Oh, goodness me. I don't mean flashing. I mean his car's in the background. Oh, gosh, there. And how important is it going to be on the fresh intermediate tyres? Well, here's going to give us a example of this. Is Frisky, who is on fresh intermediate tyres, compared to Fizzy, who's been on 10 laps on those intermediate tyres. But at the moment, no, it looks like it's very much status quo as well. I'm trying to work out if I don't know, it's the spray of the car in front. Once I thought there was some dry patches there on the Italian tarmac there, but no, it's not. But yeah, there's a bit of blue sky, isn't it? No, that's not blue sky. There it is. So you can see that there's a break in the clouds there, but we've only got 6 laps to go. I think that beautiful sunshine is going to be here a little too late on in the day for these drivers, isn't it? Gap is down to 4.5 seconds, isn't it? Roscoe is flying in the racing point, isn't he? And can he get his first Grand Prix win here tonight in Italy of the season? Roscoe started off so well this season, didn't he? But unfortunately, he's had a bit of a nightmare last couple of races, hasn't he? But this will be a great Grand Prix win. That drive-through penalty has almost cost Steve, potentially a certain Grand Prix Prix win. I wouldn't say certain Grand Prix win, because anything can happen in Formula 1, and it definitely has here tonight, but it certainly made his job a lot harder, and it is definitely really enticed. Oh, goodness me, it's risky going on to the... as Matt is just overtaking double there, as there is a good bit of team play there, of course. Formula 1 is a team sport as well, isn't it? And double is one of the best teammates to have, isn't it? So double is a serial points collector, and he's also a very good team player as well, isn't he? So Alfa Romeo are definitely going to be a major team at the end of the Constructors' Championship, I'm sure of that. Albeit they have only got 8th and 9th at the moment, but I would say, apart from the Mercedes team, they're the only double team to score at the moment. But Mercedes, again, a nice handful of points, considering the fact it was looking very gloomy a couple of laps ago. Gap it down to 3.5 seconds, but Steve has started to try and stabilise that gap as the laps are coming down there. Frisky is taking a bit of a shortcut there, isn't he, is on the Renault, as he was struggling. That car was definitely struggling. Look, Penny was in the fourth. Oh, Fizzy's got wide there. That's going to entice Fizzy. Penny, and Fizzy is now up in the fourth position, passes the Mercedes driver, and he is through. So mistake there from Fizzy there. So that's what we're keeping on at the front as well, between Roscoe and Steve, because of the intermediate tires, but the gap is now down to 2.9 seconds. It's under 3 seconds in this race. Fizzy down a little, but I think Frisky has got the job done over Fizzy. So now his next target is Penny, who's on the podium at the moment. Goodness gracious me, then can Penny stay there? I gotta say, he's going to have a tough task, and with two very quick customers behind him. It's a Biscuit and it's a Fizzy. So into the pits comes Fizzy, comes Steve, I should say. So he's in the pits, and he's had enough of the intermediate tires. Oh, he's got 5 laps to go. Steve outside, and look at this, and who else coming in the pits? No one else is coming in the pits, and so Steve is kind of I hope he's gone. He has gone. Where is he going to drop? He's got a good old gap there, so he's going to have 10 points on the cards, and I think he was concerned about punctures maybe on the intermediate tires. Lovely. I'm loving the focus on the Mercedes, on the mechanics, but we want to see what Steve's doing. He's out of the pits, and he's in front of Timmy, and he's got a nice gap actually. I wonder if that gap, is it enough? Well, with Penny on the Penny might be a bit of a stopgap here, mightn't he? Because he is in second, but Frisky and Fizzy have got to get past him, and that might help Steve in his quest to get back up the order then. But we'll keep an eye on that one, and that one is going to get very interesting indeed, isn't it? And at the moment, Penny is my driver today, actually keeping his calm, isn't he? And just keeping his head whilst everyone around has been losing theirs, haven't they? Rizzlesticks is now all over the back of double as well. Can Rizzlesticks get an extra point on the board then? I feel that Rizzlesticks this was a major opportunity lost, I think, for Rizzlesticks tonight, and perhaps he could have been staring at a podium here tonight, but unfortunately it just it hasn't come to roost, has it? We've got some really nice battles actually shaping up in the final stage of this race. Double then is just in front of us at the moment. We've got a 22-second gap between ourselves and Brown then, who is another driver who's really had a bit of a difficult day here in Italy, when it was looking very rosy as well right at the beginning of the race. And I think Brown got collected in the half spin from Matt, didn't he? Unfortunately, when Matt was on the soft tyres, when it was probably the intermediate tyres was definitely the way to go, wasn't it? Foul on the back of Timmy then. Timmy has done 12 laps on those intermediate tyres, and these new intermediates are working like a treat, haven't they? The Rizzlesticks has got past Double, going into the Scar chicane. Nicely done indeed then. Now Frisky is all over the back as well, but we need to keep an eye on this, and there he is, and Val is through. He passes Timmy. He's on the outside, I think, going into the Parabolica. Lovely stuff indeed then. Great stuff there from Val. His next target is Steve, but I think that Steve might be disappearing down the road. And then now we're on board with Frisky then. So the penalties are like this then. 5 seconds for Penny, 3 for Frisky, 3 for Fizzy as well. Steve's got no penalties at all then, so he could potentially not need to overtake these drivers and still get second position, but he's got a lot to do at this stage of proceedings then. So he really needs to start to pick up the pace. It's easy for me to say, isn't it? But of course there, if you want second position here today, he's got a bit of work to do, because we're on lap 24 out of 27. But at the moment, Penny is doing an absolutely outstanding job today, isn't he? Of course, this is a major points for the Haas team here tonight. We was going for the championship in qualifying too, weren't we? And it's looking good indeed then for the Haas team. But look at this, so Penny is going to be feeling a bit a bit vulnerable here. Look, the Renault is behind him. He's alongside him. He's through, and job well done is it for Frisky. Look, Penny has gone wide though. Penny's gone wide though. There's understeering the Haas car, and Penny they're just trying to get back on the circuit. He has lost 2 positions at the Parabolica, and he has done. Oh no! And he's coming in the pits. Is there something else? Is he got punctured there on the Haas car? The tyres look like they're all got air, but I think that this might be, I think this is Penny just battling braces, isn't it? Because there's a big old gap, isn't there, in between 6th and 5th and 6th. So I think the Penny is, look at that, those tyres were quite bored at the end there, weren't they? So they're coming off, the Haas car is being put to work, and Penny is, he's serving a 5-second penalty though, isn't he? So he's going to lose those 2 positions. He has lost those 2 positions, Penny has, but he's still on course for some major points. And just watching then the battle for second, third, then Fizzy up to a very strong third position there as well. Good something then as Penny comes out of the track now in a second position. And he's got Matt behind him on 14 lap old tyres, and I think Matt might be looking over his shoulder though, I feel, with Russell Sticks there very much waiting in the wings as well. Penny was about 3 laps away there for getting those tyres again, and so unlucky, wasn't it, for Penny? But still, he has he has got that 5-second penalty anymore, and he does have Timmy, who's limping home on a 14 lap old intermediate tyres, which is the longest, along with the 2 Alfa Romeo cars. And so yes, they are going to be really struggling. Fizzy's done 13 laps on these tyres, and I thought that car was going on Fizzy, but no, he's got to just keep it under control. He's got to just be a bit concerned about his throttle application here tonight. In the background though, there he is, and it's Steve. He just needs to half the gap if he wants to get into the podium position here tonight. So but Steve is going to be very it's going to be pushing. There's going to be some qualifiers now, I think, for Steve if he wants to get on the podium, and the gap is at 6.7 seconds at the moment. And it's with Roscoe. It's now up to 10 seconds now. Roscoe's really controlled the race, hasn't he? He's not put a foot wrong, and a great drive as well from Roscoe. Actually, I've been saying how good Penny's been. He has been great, hasn't he? But Roscoe really has also showed his experience as well. This race has been about experience, hasn't it? And really keeping your head. As unfortunately, some of the lesser experienced drivers have had a couple of issues tonight. Retirements has been Gaz, Mason, Asdog, JJ, and also Hog have retired from this Grand Prix. 12 cars remain then, and let's take a look. Roscoe leads by 10 seconds, no penalties there. Frisky and Fizzy do have penalties, but they're trying to stay within just over 3 seconds in front of Steve, who is hunting them down. He's got no penalties. Val in 5th position there. 6th position is Timmy, with Penny, who's really very much setting those hot laps nicely in the Haas. It's 7th. Matt is in 8th position there, but it's Russell Sticks there, who is giving Matt some cause for concern. In 9th position, 10th position is Double, and he should get some points on the board then. And 11th position is Brown. He has been chasing Double down the last couple of laps or so, but I think that the job is too great. He's 15 seconds back, and PB unfortunately was on the cusp of having some major points out for the Red Bull team, but unfortunately today it's not going to be the case. I think he had a drive through penalty, as well as I think he also came for an extra stop as well around that period. So unfortunately for PB, it looks like he's going to get no points then on the board then. There's Roscoe is now touring on his final lap then. There's Roscoe has been absolutely fantastic, hasn't he, here tonight. Frisky is second, and he was on pole position there. He's done well to work his way back up. Steve is looking at his lesson. He's been flying on this lap there. Fizzy's been really struggling, hasn't he? He's dropped like a stone there, and Fizzy could potentially steal that podium away. Look at this. It's coming down quite dramatically now. Look at this, 3.2. It's hovering around the 3.2. I thought it was going to come down for quicker than that then. But no, it hasn't. No, it's not the case then. At the moment, but look at that. Oh, now it's down to a 10th for a second. That is, it's so close, isn't it? They got 1 lap to sort themselves out. As the rain has stopped then on this in this race then. But I think that it's not going to cause everyone to come into the pits. They go for a dry compounded tyre in the in this latter stage of this Grand Prix. Steve is now in the 3rd position then. So Steve has got back on the podium there as well. So that is definitely risk is worth the reward, isn't it? He was probably going to lose the lead anyway, but there's some valuable points that have been gained here tonight. But Roscoe is going to win his first Grand Prix win of the season. A magnificent performance there from Roscoe. He wins the Italian Grand Prix. What a controlled drive there from the Racing Point driver. Magnificent performance indeed. Second position is Frisky today. He got pole position there. I know Fizzy's off the circuit. Fizzy's got off the circuit there. And on one of the tyres has just been pushed there. Steve's had a great recovery drive. Up into a 3rd position there. As Steve is a Fizzy going to lose 4th position. I don't think he is there. He didn't have. He's back out. But I think that Steve there. I don't think that's genuine. I think Steve is in 3rd position still. Val in 5th position there. Timmy is going to come through in 6th position. Penny Penny's got damage there. Oh, is he going to lose out? I think he's all right there, but Penny's going to come through to equal his best performance of the season now with 7 finishes. Great stuff indeed. Matt is going to come through. He is weathered the storm, hasn't he? Matas, and I think that the tire choice there under safety car has really robbed him of a good result. He is at 8th finish there. Rizzstick's at 9th finish there. Double is going to come through in 10th finish, and there. Good stuff indeed there for Double. And getting at some more points on the board then for the Alfa Romeo team. Good stuff. Brown is just in 11th position at the end. He was about 10 seconds away from Double, but he was just, I think he was a couple up too short there for Brown. 7 seconds in the end for Double. Very impressive stuff indeed done. PB coming through to finish in 12th position as well, but it is Roscoe's day today. Absolutely stupendous performance there from the Racing Point driver. Magnificent performance indeed there. Great stuff indeed. And that was action all the way through that Grand Prix, wasn't it? Very good stuff indeed done. And Roscoe also gets driver of the day as well. I think that's between him and Penny, in my opinion. Brilliant drivers from both of them today. And there he is then. He is going to be absolutely loving it there as well. Very controlled celebrations there from Roscoe. As he's had a bit of a he's back on the podium as well. He had a good start, dipped down, but then he's back up as well. And of course, that is absolutely mega stuff. Let's take a final look at the classification, shall we? From the Italian Grand Prix, fastest up as well for Rizzstick's. Good stuff indeed. I think that's his first fast up of his career. Great stuff. So in the end then, it was Roscoe who won the race. Second position was Frisky from pole position there. I think that unfortunately I think Frisky and Steve must Frisky and Fizzy Kid the blows of the restart. Steve in third position there. The games had a bit of a wobbly. Matt's just confirmed that as well. Fourth position is Fizzy. Fifth position is Val. Sixth is Timmy. Penny in 7th position, Matt is in 8th, 9th position is Rizzstick, 10th position is Double. Outside the points is Brown and PB in 12th position. What could have been there for PB and for Gaz as well, come to think of it. Gaz in 30th position, strong qualifying today, but unfortunately, and a very strong Grand Prix as well, but unfortunately it just wasn't meant to be, was it? Retirement also was Mason as well, Asdog, JJ and Hogg all retired from the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. And what a performance it was indeed then, of course. We had our first pole position in terms of Frisky, the first race win of the season. In terms of Roscoe as well, that has really shook the championship as well, but Steve has extended his lead in the World Championship, and that is the most crucial thing, because that's what all the drivers are fighting for this season. Good stuff indeed there. Adam Wolfer has just said, Frisky my boy, so they're all going to be very happy with Frisky there, as once again he has done a magnificent job tonight. That's the good stuff indeed there for Frisky. But it was Roscoe who was the star of the show today. As we move on to the Russian Grand Prix in a week's time as well. See you then. Goodbye.